Imagine relying on Social Security, only to find out a government shutdown is throwing a wrench into your much-needed cost of living adjustment. That's the reality facing millions of Americans, and here's what you need to know. The Social Security Administration, SSA, has announced that the annual unveiling of the cost of living adjustment, COLA, for the upcoming year will be delayed due to the ongoing government shutdown of 2025. This announcement impacts the 75 million Americans who depend on Social Security benefits. But why does a government shutdown affect something like Social Security adjustments? Well, each year, the SSA adjusts benefit payments to keep pace with inflation. This is crucial because it ensures that seniors, individuals with disabilities, and other beneficiaries don't see their purchasing power erode as the cost of goods and services increases. Imagine your fixed income buying less and less each year. COLA is designed to prevent that. And this is the part most people miss. The COLA isn't just pulled out of thin air. It's carefully calculated based on inflation data. Specifically, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, for the third quarter of the year, July through September. The CPI is a key indicator that measures changes in the prices of a basket of goods and services that a typical consumer buys. The original plan was for the SSA to announce the 2026 COLA on October 15th, coinciding with the Labor Department's scheduled release of the September CPI data. However, because of the shutdown, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, responsible for collecting and publishing the CPI, had to postpone its release. Much of the government's economic data is on hold until Congress approves federal funding. The BLS now intends to release the September CPI figures on October 24th, approximately 9 days later than initially planned. The Social Security Administration followed suit, telling CBS News that they will announce the COLA on that same day. The Bureau of Labor Statistics has announced they will issue the September 2025 Consumer Price Index on October 24th, the Social Security Administration stated in an email. The Social Security Administration will use this release to generate and announce the 2026 Cost of Living Adjustment on October 24th as well. The good news: the SSA has assured beneficiaries that the new COLA will still take effect on January 1, 2026, without any delays, despite the postponement of the announcement. So, while the announcement is delayed, the actual implementation of the adjusted benefits remains on track. So, how much of an adjustment are we talking about? According to an estimate from the Senior Citizens League, a nonpartisan advocacy group for older Americans, the 2026 COLA could be around 2.7%. This is a slight increase compared to the 2.5% COLA increase beneficiaries received in 2025. It's important to remember that this is just an estimate. The Senior Citizens League's projection is based on available inflation data, including August's CPI, because the SSA will incorporate September's inflation figures into its final COLA calculation. The actual number could fluctuate when it's officially announced. AARP, another advocacy group for older people, expects the 2026 COLA to range from 2.6% to 2.9%. To put this into perspective, a 2.7% increase would raise the average monthly payment for retired workers by about $54, from $2,008 to $2,062. Where is inflation heading? Economists polled by FactSet predict that the September CPI will rise to an annual rate of 3.1%, up from 2.9% in August. Some economists suggest that the previous administration's tariffs are contributing to this inflationary pressure by increasing the price of imported goods, such as clothing, food, steel, and toys. While some businesses initially absorb these costs, many are now passing them on to consumers, leading to higher prices. Core goods pressures have started to heat up, marking the beginning of a delayed tariff pass-through, noted RBC economists Michael Reed and Carrie Freestone. Concerningly, the breadth of inflationary pressures has widened, 45% of CPI basket items are now reporting price growth at or above 3%, compared to roughly two-thirds pre-pandemic. But here's where it gets controversial. Some retirees may face a financial squeeze if prices continue to rise and the 2026 Social Security adjustment doesn't keep pace with the actual rate of inflation they experience. The Federal Reserve anticipates that the Personal Consumption Expenditures (PCE) price index, their preferred inflation measure, will increase to 3.1% this year before decreasing to 2.6% in 2026. If the actual inflation rate exceeds the COLA, beneficiaries' purchasing power could still decline. Is the COLA calculation methodology truly adequate in protecting seniors from the real-world effects of inflation? That's a question worth debating. Ultimately, the delay in the COLA announcement is a consequence of the government shutdown, highlighting the ripple effects of political gridlock on everyday Americans. The announcement will come on October 24th, but the real question is, will the COLA be enough to truly protect Social Security recipients from the bite of inflation? What are your thoughts? Do you believe the current COLA calculation accurately reflects the cost of living for seniors and other beneficiaries? Share your opinions in the comments below.